Hey, welcome back to the Hard Pork Pub. Got an interesting brew to try out for you today. Like I've said many times, I am a sucker for some awesome can art. This one had it. The name just drew me in, and so I'm really looking forward to tasting it. I really haven't tried this particular style of beer before, I don't think, so this will be a first. So what's the beer I'm talking about? Well, it is Attack of the Killer Tomato. It's a smoked tomato Saison. So, I think I might have had one Saison, and it was from Russian River Brewing, I believe. This one is from Wild Heaven here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Brewed by Wild Heaven Beer, Atlanta, Georgia. 6% alcohol. It's 16 fluid ounces. It's a pint. It says it's a Belgian-style Saison brewed with smoked tomatoes and 100% Riverbend Malt. While we won't be raising a can together in the blazing ATL summer heat, we still wanted y'all to enjoy a juicy tomato beer in honor of one of the best festivals around. A portion of proceeds from this beer benefits our friends at Georgia Organics. So, doesn't say it uses organic tomatoes. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian the Beer Snob.
I want to get into this. Because it's something that's completely new to me. I was expecting it to be a more reddish beer. You know, not like a chelada necessarily, but when it says it's brewed with smoked tomatoes, I just kind of had the idea in my mind that it was going to be a little bit reddish, and it's not. This just looks like a light beer. It's a very light yellow color. It's got some massive carbonation bubbles. They're big sizes, and they're rushing up from the bottom. And I got Tiger here, who wants to block my shot. Let's go, Tiger. Okay. Let's get her on the nose and see what she smells like. He wants some extra camera time today, I guess. I can smell the smokiness. I'm not necessarily getting a tomato smell, but I can smell the smokiness of it. Okay, buddy, you're going to have to move. But it smells smoky. It smells like it's going to taste delicious. So let's get this into my gullet. Cheers. Interesting. It's definitely got that smoky tomato flavor. And this is a Saison, and I believe, I'm not an expert on this, I think I was told that Saisons are fermented with yeast, natural occurring yeast that's like in the air. Not 100% sure about that. But it has a little sourness to it. It's not a sour beer by any means. To me, this almost tastes like a white wine. I'm not a wine person. It's odd. You know, in my beers, I really don't like my beers to be sweet. But when it comes to wine, if I do have wine, I do prefer the sweet wines over the dry wines. This, to me, tastes like a dry white wine. I don't know why. But man, that smell. When you're putting a glass up there and your nose gets in the glass and you inhale a little bit before you take a drink. Oh, he's catching sky raisins. There's a fly in here. He's a master fly raisin catcher. But you can't do it in front here. Nobody wants to see you murderizing sky raisins. Okay. I'm gonna say this. This tastes way different than I was expecting, but it really does taste good. It's right along my alley, whereas it's not sweet. I like the roasted smell, like the smoked smell. Said they use smoked tomatoes. You can smell it. It's not sweet. This is a nice, enjoyable beer, and like the label said, it said, while we won't be raising a can together in the blazing ATL summer heat, I can tell you that this is definitely a great beer to have in the hot summer heat. This is a really good beer. Wild Heaven Saison, Attack of the Killer Tomato, Smoked Tomato Saison. That's going to get a thumbs up from me. It's different. It's unusual. Only beer that I've ever had that quite tasted like this. I like it. I wouldn't expect that a bunch of other breweries would come out with something similar to this. But if you can get Wild Heaven beer where you're at, this is worth a try. Like I said, it's a little sour, not much, nowhere near what a sour beer is. Got that smoky aroma. That tomato adds, it's a faint tomato that just adds a deliciousness to this beer. So, that being said, it looks like I've hardly gotten into this, but this was 16 fluid ounces. Let me wet my whistle a little bit more. Yeah, that's not a beer that I want to guzzle. I want to enjoy it. I want to sip on it. It's got great flavor. Wild Heaven beer in Atlanta, Georgia. This is going to get a thumbs up from me. So, I don't know how wide their distribution is. If you can find it, it's different. If nothing else, buy it for that awesome can art. And I don't think you'll be disappointed with the flavor of what's inside the can. So, thanks for stopping by the Hardcore Pub. Always glad when you come by. Next time, bring a friend. Everybody's welcome here. Till next time. Oh yeah. Thirst quenching deliciousness.